Have you ever wondered, who was the first person to write with a pen? Who taught humans to sew clothes and understand the stars? But there is something even more amazing. He was the first prophet to be raised alive into paradise. A prophet honored by Allah to witness the heavens while still living. Today, we will explore the life of one of Allah's greatest prophets, a man of truth, patience, and wisdom. Prophet Idris, peace be upon him. Sit back, open your heart, and let this inspiring story unfold. Narrator. Idris is also known as Enoch, was the great-grandson of Prophet Adamas. Imagine a young boy growing up in a world where people had forgotten Allah, where sin and idol worship were spreading. But young Idris was different. He was pure, wise, and always connected to Allah. When he grew older, Allah chose him as a prophet. He stood before his people and said, "O people, worship Allah alone, avoid sin, follow the right path." Some laughed at him, some ignored him, but Idris never gave up. Have you ever faced rejection for doing the right thing? This is exactly what Idris has experienced, yet he stayed patient. Narrator. Allah blessed Idris with extraordinary knowledge. He was the first human to write with a pen. Before him, knowledge was only spoken. Imagine how easily it could be forgotten. Through Idris humanity learned to record and preserve wisdom, the art of sewing. Before him, people wore rough animal skins. Idris is taught sewing and garment making. Suddenly, humans could make clothing, neat, functional, and beautiful. Mathematics and time. Idris taught the calculation of days, months, and years. He showed how order and organization can change lives. Astronomy and the stars. He studied the stars, explaining their movements, and reminded people these are signs of Allah, not gods to worship. Taming and riding horses, and yes, he even taught horse riding. Travel became easier, journeys faster, all through his guidance. Pause for a moment, think about this. All these amazing gifts came through one man's devotion to Allah. Narrator. Despite all his teachings, many people rejected him. They mocked him, ignored him, or turned away. But Idris never lost hope. He continued calling to Allah. And when opposition grew stronger, he migrated with a group of believers to a new land, where they could worship Allah freely. This is the first example of Hijra, leaving home for the sake of faith. Think about this. Would you have the courage to leave everything for what is right? Idris did, and this is part of his greatness. Narrator. Because of his patience, devotion, and knowledge, Allah honored Idris's in a very special way. The Quran says, "And we raised him to a high station." Surah Maryam 57. Some scholars say this is spiritual elevation, but many narrations tell us that Idris was physically raised to the heavens, living among angels. During the night journey, the Prophet Muhammad met Idris as in the fourth heaven, honored, worshiping Allah, elevated above all worldly ranks. Pause and reflect. This is the reward for patience, knowledge, and unwavering faith. Narrator. So what can we learn from Prophet Idris? Knowledge is a blessing. Seek it and share it with others. Patience brings honor, even in the face of rejection. Faith may require sacrifice, even migration, but Allah always rewards those who strive for Him. True success is not measured by wealth or fame, but by the closeness to Allah and His pleasure. Ask yourself, am I living with patience, knowledge, and faith like Idris did? Narrator. May Allah send peace and blessings upon Prophet Idris and all his noble prophets. May we learn from their lives and reflect their light in our own hearts. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories of the prophets.